So we got three and a half clues, right? 3.5 clues. The first clue was that bull channel. The bull channel made it very easy to tell what to do, right? Buy at the lows of the channel, sell at the highs of the channel. Second clue was we found some trend lines overhead that created some resistance, and of course below us created some support. And the third clue, double bottom. That double bottom we found gave us, what was it again? The sell area, absolutely, double bottom right there. There's my double bottom right there. Mark up my high between them, measure it. That will give me the sell zone. We know we have the double bottom extension, major resistance. And then that half clue, right? Those are the three. The half clue was we saw a big pop up, and because of that, we expect a big drop back down. Remember, at 8 o'clock, it literally jumped up as the dollar fell, and we're expecting it now to come tumbling back down. All those emotions kicked in at 8 o'clock this morning. So what happened today? Well, as you can assume, we were really opposed to buying at these highs, right? Remember this morning, the first thing we talked about was, guys, it's going to be difficult with that dollar falling. If it keeps going lower, it'll be difficult to be buying at those highs. So we said all we can do is wait for price to keep going higher, wait for the failure, and sell it. That's the only way we're going to be able to take this as a high percentage opportunity. So price jumped up to the highs of that channel, and you guessed it, highs of the wedge, highs of the channel, double bottom resistance, the high of the day. We saw it try to go higher, and it failed, and we sold it once, sold it twice, and then as price dropped, we then found another double top up here. Remember that this morning? Ended up being a double top up here. We used the same strategy we did to know where the resistance was. That gave us major support. And so we knew then we had a buy zone down here. Remember that this morning, guys? Great job on this. Came all the way down to the buy zone, and we bought in the buy zone. Double bottom got us started. Double top finished us off. We begin our day, again, 8:30 news, 8:15, we're chopping around here now, right at the highs of that channel. Now this is great because 8:30 news came out, right? 8:30 news comes out, it jumps up to the highs. And remember, we had no choice but to sell. This is a really easy trade here. The only concern we had at 8:45 and 9:05 this morning was the fact that that dollar had just fallen out of bed and we really didn't know if it was going to keep falling or not. We weren't quite convinced at 9:05 yet if that dollar was really strong enough to keep going higher. We found out later on it was, but at 8:45 we still were a little bit concerned about that. So we called the first two trades high risk because of that dollar index had just fallen out of bed there, and we were so sloppy. Price action was pretty sloppy. I have no choice here but to look to sell. It's really easy when I put together my plan at 7:45 in the morning and I know I'm not buying these highs. So forget about the buy side. I'm finding the short side here. Two-step pattern short number one gets me 15 ticks. Plus 5, plus 10, minus 5. We then fail, go right back up. When we saw this price without going higher, it failed again. Swing low here, break below that swing low there, and this one made us some pretty good cash, 47 ticks. So we got about 61 ticks there, 610 USD in a matter of 20 minutes. And again, it was very easy. The patterns were very easy. We knew we weren't going to be buying at those highs, and so it was a very easy pattern to take. Only concern we had at that time was it was still relatively sloppy, and it was sloppy most of the morning. Now, mark up that swing low over here. That swing low right there is going to be an important factor here, because this is kind of the line in the sand now of where those sellers were successful. Okay? We're going to go through. Obviously, we'll test it once and fail. Test it twice and fail. Now, here is your double top. Right there. All right? There's your double top. So my double top, if you recall, we had double bottom earlier. That told us where we had resistance. Now we find double top. And remember, at this point, we're watching the news come out, which was bullish, but the dollar was rising. And as the dollar was rising, we had reason to believe it would keep falling back down. Well, we found our double top, but it wasn't until after with the news.